Time now for Markowski in a Minute with the Watchdog on Wall Street, Chris Markowski. Chris, we saw this and we thought you'd want to chime in on it. It's a new app for the iPhone and Android from TurboTax called SnapTax, where you can download this thing, and if you make under $80,000 or less and you're doing the easy form, then you can file it via your phone and then you get charged 15 bucks.
Yeah, and you know what? The IRS loves it, which tells me you probably shouldn't be doing your taxes that way. I come from the camp of trust and verify before you're going to do something like that. I mean, honestly, easy form, how long does it take to fill it out?
About 3 minutes.
About 3 minutes. So you know what? Send your $15 to me instead, okay? Rather than send it to them. Give me a break.
Yeah, I think eventually we're going to have an app that where you open up the app, you press a button, it sends a satellite signal down, and then it flushes the toilet instead of just flushing the toilet.
Any single time you hear free, you hear easy, you have to be a little bit skeptical.
All right. Hey, for more questions, go to watchdogonwallstreet.com. Watchdogonwallstreet.com for more information.
Tell you something.
Get it, darling. You sound just like her. You're welcome.
Yes, she is a boy. You talk about a cougar. Look at that. She is probably one of the most beautiful women. And guess what? Yesterday, her 65 years old.
Wow.
Happy birthday to my friend Dolly Parton. Congratulations to her. And you talk about a career, and you talk about a genuine woman. Would you agree, Andy? You talk to her as well.
Yeah, you've interviewed her many times. I recently had my first time to interview her, and she is the real deal. Just a delightful woman.
And tell me if you agree. You never forget your first time with Dolly.
You never forget your first time with Dolly.
All righty, joining us up on the desk is Markowski.
Chris!
Oh, it's Chris Markowski. I got to get your name right. Mr. Owski, I'm sorry.
And they brought me in. I'm a memory gland expert as well.
All right, here's some trivia questions about Dolly Parton. Dolly celebrated her 25th anniversary of Dolly World by accepting the theme park industry's most prestigious award. What was it? The Lark Award, Service Award, Applause Award.
I know this, so I should go last.
Okay, let's start with Markowski.
Well, then hook the rest of us up.
The Lark Award?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the
All right.
I'll go with the Applause Award.
Be that?
She's right. It's the applause.
It's the Applause Award. Chris got that right. Congratulations, Chris. Here's our next one. Dolly will be filming a movie called Joyful Noise with what actors? Queen Latifah, Julia Roberts, or Reese Witherspoon?
I would say Queen Latifah.
All right.
I'm going to go Queen Latifah.
Okay.
I'll guess Julia Roberts.
Yeah.
I'll guess Julia too.
All right, Chris, you got it right. It's Queen Latifah. Let's skip to the last one. Skip to the last question here. All right. What co-star did Dolly say was the best kisser? Burt Reynolds or Turd Ferguson? Sylvester Stallone or James Woods?
Burt.
Stallone.
Burt.
James Woods. Chris Markowski got it right. Wow. Actually, after that question. More Daily Buzz after this.
Time now for Markowski in a Minute with Chris Markowski, the Watchdog on Wall Street. Chris, we're going to talk about losing weight and why, because there's a lot of costs involved with that often. Let's take a look at the screen here real quick before you chime in. Losing 25 pounds on Weight Watchers can cost between $65 and $440. Nutrisystem, $718. Medifast, $600. And a lot of researchers say these diets do work, but they don't have lasting effects because they don't teach you nutrition.
Oh, so what you're telling me is you got to spend all this money. It's the only way you're going to lose weight. That's the only way.
Some of the commercials
it's the only way. You know, it's the only way. Listen, if you want to lose weight, okay, less calories. Take in less calories, exercise more. It's really that simple. You don't have to do these things. There's entire industries built upon basically bilking people in regards to quitting, whether it be smoking, whether it be drinking, whether it be getting in shape.
With the gum, with the smoking or whatever. You don't need these products. You just need the dedication.
You need a little bit of willpower. It's as simple as that. And I want to thank you, by the way, for letting me be the opening act for what's next. Thanks a lot. I appreciate that. Fantastic.
Our website for questions for Chris, DailyBuzzNow.com. Time now for Markowski in a Minute. Sound financial advice in 60 seconds with the Watchdog on Wall Street, Chris Markowski. We're talking today about taxes, and TurboTax has a new app for your Android or your iPhone called SnapTax.
Sure it's not Angry Taxpayer?
It could be Angry Taxpayer. Basically, if you make under $80,000 a year and you use the easy form, you can instead use SnapTax to file your taxes. What do you think?
Quick tip. Anytime you hear easy, anytime you hear free, you got to be a little bit cautious. You got to go by the old Reagan principle, trust but verify. Do you really want to take a picture of your W-2 and send it to the IRS and say, okay, I'm done?
Right.
I mean, come on.
Plus, it costs $15 when you file it, and it costs nothing if you do the easy form, which is named for a reason.
Yeah.
Easy.
Remember we used to wait tables way back when, and all the little jobs that we had? It was an easy tax form. Took a couple minutes to figure out to do. We're going to spend $15, something you can do in a couple minutes.
Okay, and do you recommend to people that they get a tax professional if they have more complicated tax?
Well, yeah, the tax code is 70,000 pages. You might need a little help.
All right, send your questions to Chris. Time now for Markowski in a minute with the Watchdog on Wall Street, Chris Markowski. Everybody makes that New Year's resolution to lose weight. Problem is, it can often cost a lot of money, at least if you listen to the ads, Chris. We got, Nutrisystem. That will cost you $718 to lose 25 pounds. Medifast, $600 to lose 25 pounds, and so on. What do you think about this?
What was that crazy lady way back with the blonde spiky hair, the Stop the Insanity? Yeah, remember her?
Insanity, yes.
She was on to something. You're just taking less calories. It's pretty much that simple, or you exercise. No, I haven't seen her. Oh, she really? Well, she didn't stop the insanity. You can spend all the money you want, but the reality is, once again, it's just a numbers game. You have to be taking less calories. A lot of people are going to try to get you to do all sorts of things, purchase stuff, whether it be quitting smoking, whether it be drinking. You have to have the willpower to do it.
Alrighty, and then by the way, a little personal story. I had high cholesterol 3 months ago. I dropped it 40 points by eating less meat.
Very good.
That's just, you said willpower.
Yep.
I didn't have to pay anybody to do it. Send your questions for Chris at buzz@dailybuzznow.com. Time now for Markowski in a minute with the Watchdog on Wall Street, Chris Markowski. Chris, let's talk about the housing real estate market. Just when we think we're going to climb out of the ditch, it seems like there's more bad news. This time it seems like we're hearing that the rates are going to be going back up. What are your thoughts?
Rates are going to go up a little bit. Now, if you ask a real estate agent, no matter what the market is, they're going to tell you it's a great time to buy. The reality is...
Somebody selling real estate is going to tell you it's the right time to buy.
Shocker. Go figure. You take a look at the overall inventory. The inventory is still high. The banks need to still work their way through a lot of stuff. You need to understand something. You watch any of the survival shows out there, you take a look at what they need to have. They need to have shelter and they need to have food. Understand that your home is a necessity of life. Have to have one. Yeah. So if you're planning on getting a home and you're planning on staying there for a decent amount of time, don't worry. You're not going to hit the exact bottom of the market. You're never going to get out at the exact top of the market. You need to have a place to live. It's a necessity. Think of it like a bill.
But otherwise, renting might still be the way to go.
It might be the way to go.
All right. Send your questions to Chris at buzz@dailybuzznow.com.